Oh no, I don't think that's. I thought that was a lady. They one got that
Tequila
color.
is a lady. Hey.
Oops.
Dang.
Oh.
This is Sarcarrogance. This is Sarcarrogance. That's fine. All right. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Tequila and Champagne Podcast with your favorite host, Shae and my co-host, Pablo. Say what's up to him.
Hi, Pablo.
I know you lying.
Okay. Hey, everybody, what's going on? This is your boy Pablo, a.k.a. Grandma's favorite grandson, a.k.a. the pod boss, a.k.a. Pod's gift, because I stay wrapped up, a.k.a. the advocate, because I always ask the questions and never answer none of them some bitches. And Bearded Wonder, Mr. Sock, Big Tank from the West Side. What up, though?
I never heard you say Mr. Sock, but
Yep.
now
There's
I'm
a
kind of
story
afraid to
behind
ask about it. No, I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
are.
I would like.
That's definitely going in the box if I tell you that story.
Well, you got to talk about it before you put it in the box.
Oh,
Okay.
no, you can put it in the box prematurely.
Watch us get to it. Well, let me introduce who I have sitting next to me. My friend Jamarious. Say what's up to him.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be here.
Yes, if y'all remember him from a previous episode, he is back to talk about, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And guess who else is back? All right. Our other friend Shady. Say what's up. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for having me back. Happy to be back.
Thanks for wanting to come back. Because some people are scared to come back. So we appreciate it.
Oh, you wanted a better intro than that, Shae? I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. You made me had to redo mine.
Fine.
Okay.
My name is Shady, for those that may be new and didn't hear the last episode from the Really Honest podcast. Thanks to the gang for having me back.
Yeah, gang.
So let's get it going.
And
listen.
And when Shae come to Baltimore, we gonna be on there, so we can turn up with y'all.
All right. Bet.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely pulling up with something to drink.
No. They drink, I don't, but they'll drink with you.
There you go.
All right. Cup of ice. All right.
Not the ice.
Now, I don't know if y'all remember the last episode when all four of us were together, but it was intense.
It was.
You know. I don't think that we got a chance to talk about all the topics that we like, but we did talk about like some very serious points.
Yeah,
so the last time that we were all together was when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
Yeah, he did.
It had been fresh on the brain.
So that's like what, March? The Oscars?
Yeah, the Oscars was like after the Super Bowl and stuff. So it gotta be like
wow. It was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But we back. Okay. You still have the same feelings about that slap?
Yeah.
I still feel so indifferent about the whole thing, if you really want to be real. I feel like so many people have so many different opinions on the stage, the not stage, it worked out for Chris better. Why would Will, I feel like since we've kind of had more time to watch this play out, Chris has kind of taken a different tactic on this than we were expecting. He has chosen to use this as ammunition. I kind of thought he was going to, water off a duck's back and kind of keep it fresh and not talk on it again. Maybe give one book tell-all or Oprah or book and then just be done. This is clearly going to be material for years to come.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like with Will, he's just now starting to get back to a little bit of a normalness with the emancipation. He's moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he's going for Jada's got more red table talk, Willow and Jaden doing their music-y thing as usual.
Yeah.
So people kind of moving on, but I feel like we're going to know when we get to these Oscars because Chris was also asked to host this year.
But I thought he said no.
He did say no already, but they will love that type of a moment. They're trying to milk this. They're going to make it for views. So even if he's there, he's in a movie, Amsterdam, that's releasing, I want to say in about a week. So he's going to be in some Oscar buzz himself.
Yep.
We'll see.
And then, whoever the host is, They're going to bring it up. They're going to bring it up some kind of way. So
it's going to be the joke of somebody, especially who's going to be the first to crack the joke.
Yep.
That's what we're waiting for. It's going to be one of those moments.
Chris might slap somebody. I don't know.
That'd probably be the joke.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Chris ain't slapping nobody.
Yeah, he might.
You never know, man.
He might walk up there and then walk back down. I don't think he's gonna slap nobody.
They're gonna have security by edges now. It's not gonna go down how it went down.
It's like the Source Awards in the Oscars.
Exactly. We're gonna have a whole nother routine to this. They might even have some nice army women on standby who can be in some cute dresses. They'll find a way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we got options,
always.
But it's definitely gonna come up, and it's gonna be funny. So I'm gonna watch for it. Yeah. So something else that we kind of like talked about last time is just, I think I asked you about like how it is being like an everyday man in the community that you're in, like the pressures and stuff like that. I remember asking about that stuff, but something that keeps coming up, and I just saw Caitlyn Jenner talking about it. I'm gonna say it, Bruce. I was just seeing Caitlyn Jenner talking about something, but it was like the feelings of trans teens competing in sports.
Yes.
A lot of people are biased. So I was just wondering like what your feelings are. Me, I don't even care. I don't play sports.
I don't play sports either, so I definitely looked at this for a minute before I had any type of opinion. I feel like now that it's been a minute, and I think we've all, of course, seen like this in say 2-3 years of people getting accolades and awards and accomplishments, I can't say that I feel like it's fair. I don't think that it's one of those things where people need to be excluded completely, but I think it's a thing where we need to sit down and have an honest conversation and say, is it something where we might need to create a new sport? Or is it something where medically we can look at people's their what's the damn word? Testosterone and their other stuff. Like, just look at the inside the bodies and seeing, are we all matching our levels? Because that's what it's all about, is people are all having different levels of what's within. So I think if we can fix that and we can look at everything in, maybe we can find a way to make this fair. And if it's not the case, then maybe there's a different league that can be created for something in between. I just think we can just expand. I don't think that the answer is excluding.
Yeah.
Because people deserve to play what they want to play. But I do think that there should be another version of this that can be made for them.
What y'all think? I'll say y'all.
What do I think?
Yes.
I don't play sports anymore. So I think to rebuttal what he said about creating a different league requires more money. I.e., like women's sports doesn't get as much money put in it as it is. So if they actually took that suggestion, that would take money from the league that I would say needs it more. So then that creates a bigger controversy of, we can put money into, the transgender sports, but we can't put it into the league that has been out almost 30 years.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
I definitely think it would need to start slow. I don't think it would need to be one of those overnights. We have every sport that there is. Maybe we start with where the biggest need is. If it's just
but somebody's just gonna be like, if we gonna jump out the window with it, we just gonna do it and surprise the whole world and all that good stuff. But I do agree there should be like not weight classes, but they should readjust, because 120-pound former man and 120-pound woman from birth, it's still different. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, they have to adjust that to even out some type of way. I do agree with that. I was one of the people that said, let's do like a transgender Olympics or something like that. But yeah, now thinking about the money part, yeah, it's gonna be another can of worms that I don't think anybody's ready to open up. I just don't want to see like a trans woman, busting somebody's head open in wrestling when it's just not fair. It's so lopsided. Teens is different because you're still growing, but yeah, them adults was wilding for the last 7 months. It was wilding, man. Like the old boy that was swimming, that was killing all the records.
Yeah.
Like bruh, like he was like the worst male swimmer, but he went over to the women's side and became like
the best.
Yeah, he came like Venus Williams and all them niggas. It's like I'm here, and it's like nah, fuck you. So, but
it's like Joanna Man. The movie.
Yeah.
Like, come on, then.
I love that movie. I ain't giving you no little kill. Oh no, like that. I guess it is like kind of unfair when you think about it in the long run. But like, what other sport is paintball a sport?
Yeah.
Like what other sports would you have to like come up with that would actually have people entertained? You know, as big as basketball and as big as football and as big as
That's why I'm like, I almost feel that even a mixed gender football team, mixed gender basketball, just those two, even a tennis. I feel like there's a way to make this work where it's not about physical contact. That's the only thing where those sports don't work. Mm-hmm. There are 1,000 sports out here that we can make this fair for all. And it doesn't need to be who's the best man, who's the best female, who's the best whatever they want to gender themselves. Let's make it who's the best goddamn athlete. Mm-hmm. Why don't we have that?
Yeah.
Let me say I'm the best out there. Let me say I'm the best motherfucker doing it. Mm-hmm. We don't have that out there. We aren't doing that. They want to make it about the sport. Let's make it about that.
So you just want one person to have
one person gets the title. I'm the best bitch here.
And so,
hey, soon you say I'm the best bitch here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying it's gonna cause some more when we keep winning. Okay, like y'all don't want to play no more. So, but anyway, I digress. No, I'm saying if we were choosing like who's the best athlete, you know, and we just giving away one medal, like what they gonna do when black people win year after year after year after year after they ain't gonna play them all.
They'll change the rules like they did before.
I'm about to say like they're doing now.
Yeah, they'll change the rules.
Okay.
Yep. Y'all didn't see the dude in the karate contest? He won. He literally won with a kick. They say he kicked him too hard.
Yes.
So he got disqualified.
Since when? He was supposed to do that.
Right.
Yeah. And he didn't look like he kicked too hard either.
He didn't. He just got caught with a kick. He got kicked in the face. What you want
they don't do that in the UFC.
Right. They don't do that in the UFC at all.
Yeah, I've seen that bullshit. Damn, touche.
There you go. See, they're gonna change the rules. They'll move the goalposts all the time. Yeah, they'll move it all the time.
Okay. Dang, I don't even want to play no more.
Exactly. That's why people retire early because they change the rules. I'm gonna do this. I got my bread. I'm out.
But I honestly just speaking on like trans, like I can't imagine trying to compete for something or feeling like I'm trying to be accepted for one thing and I'm, doing things that I like in my life and I can't be accepted for that and that. But at the same time, it's like, can you not turn that on and off every day for the things that you want or need or feel like you require? You know what I'm trying to say?
Not quite.
No.
Okay, so like if I'm trans and I want to play in the NFL, right? Mm-hmm. Like, do I have to be like a man on a certain day and then like a woman on other days to be able to play the sport still?
No,
you just be a woman who plays football.
Yep.
It's just as a team willing to take that chance on you too.
Yeah.
And put you up with the men.
True.
I mean, I feel like ultimately, when it comes back to that, why can't that be a choice that someone who is trans chooses to make?
Yeah.
Right.
There's someone out there who's choosing to wrestle who's trans, and they're wrestling with the men, and some can wrestle with the women. Mm-hmm. If they're making said weight, are they big enough to take Triple H? They can do that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, though, if my daughter is wrestling and she's standing across from a trans woman, my daughter's not moving. I'm like, you come over here. Like, that's not happening. You're not hurting my child.
But I have physically seen cis-born women battle 5-year-old little boys in wrestling.
Yep, me too.
And she beat the brakes off that little boy. So it has nothing to do with gender. Sometimes it's just you got put in the move and I got you. And I feel like it's just we're getting stuck on something that obviously it's a contributing factor, but I don't think that it should be the factor of you can't do said thing because of who you choose to live as in your personal.
But also around puberty, the body changes.
Yes.
Everything starts to change. So 14, 15, 16 is a little different between boys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
So if my 16-year-old daughter is wrestling, then the 16-year-old trans woman is wrestling with her. That's not happening.
So then it's like, are you like sexualizing it instead of keeping it about physical strength? Or
no, it's the physical strength part. Like my daughter is not coming like pumping, you know what I mean? Like 200, 300 pounds. My daughter's not going to be that physically strong. That's not going what it's going to be.
Well, then what if they are the same?
You're not supposed to lift that much weight when you're that young anyway.
Well, what if they do come in the same height, same weight class?
Testosterone still testosterone.
I would like to see that physical.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to get at is like, what are you saying? Like, what would be like the end result then? Like, are you saying that your daughter would not be able to win?
No, I don't want my daughter to get hurt. I'm protecting my child. That's all.
Huh. I don't know. I get where you're coming from. I think it can be an even playing.
It can. I've seen it.
Ladies that can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've seen it.
But
the moment my child gets up in the air and then comes straight down on her head, I'm not thinking, oh, that's a trans woman. I'm thinking that's a man that picked my child up and put her down on her head.
But you're not thinking like that's not a fair move?
No, not a fair move. Just I don't want my child the harm of.
So it'll be okay if another 16-year-old girl did that to your 16-year-old daughter. It would be okay. Mm-hmm. But if it's a 16-year-old man that does it to your daughter, you have different feelings.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just because it's a male.
Mm-hmm.
The transitioning.
The transition. Yeah. Okay. Huh. Okay. I see where you come from. I get where you're coming from. So I get where you're coming from too. It's for you, it's more about like the physical strength and what somebody's capable of, just the person. And
because I done seen plenty of 5'9", 300-pound black girls on a bus beat up a little skinny black boy who's 6'1".
I done whooped a few niggas my damn self. So. It's like, wait a minute, how long? Because don't say she can't, but
I just think it's all in the person.
Yeah, and then I grew up with brothers, so it's like I don't look at it the same way as you do.
Some girls know how to handle themselves.
Yeah,
so it really just depends on the personality.
It's who anybody can get it. Just put me in the game, coach. Anybody can get it.
Oh my god!
So now I'm remembering the after talk. Down low individuals.
That was a transition.
Okay. On to the next.
But now, because I'm remembering the conversation we had when we stopped recording, and you was like, "Oh, I got a lot to say about that." So, how do y'all feel on that topic? First of all, because it's on both sides. It happens. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, why you
women down low?
Lying?
Huh?
Like women down low?
Yeah, there's women down low.
That's a thing.
I mean,
talk to him, Shady.
Totally
hold on. Talk to him, Shady.
It's totally a thing. It's the I'm not gay, but I'm gay for you. I'll be gay for you.
Okay.
Okay,
now I get it.
That's the thing.
Shay down low. Shay just a minute.
No, I'm not. I'm very out loud. I eat pussy. Like I'm very, very out loud. Okay. I just get what I want when I want it. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. One time call me. Woo! I should have said all that, but I mentioned I said I felt a little defensive. Now I get it. Okay.
I respect the honesty.
Yeah. No, I can think of some people I know who are, as you said, gay for certain people. I feel like I've seen that on both sides. I've seen people who are gay for me, but not gay for others. And I've seen people gay for a friend, but not gay for others. So I'm like, I feel like it definitely swings between both genders. But I also have said it once, and I say it every goddamn time. There's not a straight person on this planet. Everybody is bisexual.
Everybody gay.
And nobody is choosing to act upon it. You don't see someone who you want to fuck. But they're on this planet. You just ain't coming in contact with them.
Everybody gay.
Okay.
Everybody.
If everybody remove religion, personal bias, and people's judgment from their thoughts, they would have been acted upon it. There's a person out there who has touched your soul. Be it that best friend, that church friend, that person from the choir, that person you used to do pull-ups and sit-ups with when y'all used to work out for football. Ooh. That guy you used to run track with, that girl who used to help with her diary or something. She used to cry about her boyfriend after these things. Used to do whatever she used to do. But y'all used to do it together, and everybody used to get along, and some things would happen at night. Some people would touch, some people would hunch, some people would cuddle, but I ain't going to be putting people's business out there because I ain't here for that thing. What we're going to talk about, because this ain't even the topic we were here for.
No, we here. Damn, he gave us a dose.
I swear.
You hit so many points. I don't even know where to start with you.
It's just one of those things. I feel like so many people be in denial, and I feel like that's always what it comes back to. Because if I can think of so many people I've been friends with over the years, I can think of so many people something has happened with, and it was never my choice. Someone always did something to me. So I'm like, people be in denial. I'm like, you don't remember whose dick you sucked in the closet at the 16th birthday party? Like, y'all don't remember these things? People just act confused. But you got 3 kids and a girlfriend now. But that ain't my business.
I heard about the locker room story.
I'm sorry, what? That didn't happen in my locker room.
Yeah, it did. What you say, Shady? What'd you say?
Not with me.
I said, you got I was drunk and I kissed my girl best friend, but I don't really like girls, but I think I do. I'm not sure.
I heard that story before.
That's always the story I had. I have at least 3 or 4 high school friends who they all was that girl. And everybody at the party somehow had a couple too many shots of wine, a shot of tequila.
A little wine cooler, little.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, because we wasn't even drinking heavy then. We could have had 2 wine coolers and thought we were somebody.
I could see that.
I'm like, you was just waiting for this opportunity to use this as an excuse.
Yes.
Why people play this game?
I'm like, don't play with me. I'll fuck you. Man, the weed be letting you know.
It comes out at night.
I mean, you asking now, what are your feelings on it, Pablo?
I believe, excuse me, I believe that it's not fair to the hetero partner. If you like something, we're in 2022. You should be able to say, I like this. You know what I mean?
Should be.
That's why I say you should be able to say, I like this. It's not the case all the time, especially, in our community. We say something, there's a lot of judgment because you know how the thumpers are when the Bible thumpers get out there on you. It's like, that's not in the book. So what are you doing? But yeah, you should be able to like, yo, I like her. It's fine. I shouldn't have to bring her to the house like this, my friend. I shouldn't have to say that. You know what I mean? I should be like, yo, see, like you shouldn't have to say that. You know what I mean? But then we got the old guard who, for the lack of a better term, they're very homophobic, very racist. Old black people just stuck in their ways. You know what I mean? You sweet, you know what I mean? Like all that comes out when old black people talk. So I don't think it's fair to tell them like, yo, I like this. If you like it, then we can rock with it. If not, well, I'm gonna live my life the way I live my life. That's how I feel. So, that's just like if I had a girl and I liked another girl, right? It's wild to go cheat. But if I say, yo, I like her too, you can either accept it or move the fuck on. It should be the same way. That's all.
Okay, I get that.
But I feel like in every other situation, we tell the people, well, you can choose to say accept it and move on. But if you decide to tell her in the same breath, well, I like this dude from my job who's a coworker, she wouldn't have moved on with that. So it's just like we play that side certain times. Sometimes we say, oh, let's just all be honest and let it be open, but people don't want the truth.
They don't.
And people can't seem to handle it when it has to do with men at all. Because if you would have said that to her, some women would have said, well, maybe we could just invite her in for the night, as long as that's the only night it happens. Right. It's just that some people are more lenient with the situations when it's only including women. Yeah. And it goes back to the last time I was talking about it with so many people being more accepting when females are gay in families versus men. It just always still has this thing where we allow certain prejudices to just be erased. And I'm like, I don't get that. How come it's okay for her, but it's not okay for me? It just doesn't balance out. Everyone needs to look at both sides of it and just really just hold everything the same. I just don't understand this back and forth. But it goes back to, like you said, the old people and their mindsets, and we're very stuck in ways. Yep. Because that's just what it's been. And I think that in another 20 to 30 years, we'll see another shift in these things, and especially in the Black community. Yeah. I feel like we're already seeing it within Black churches. So I feel like we're about to see major shifts because a lot of people aren't going like they were before. It's not our backbone that was taught to us by a white man. So I think that we're starting to open our eyes in different ways, and we're going to see some shifts.
Yeah, I truly hope so, because I know my mom, and if she ever watches this, I'm sorry putting you out there like that, Mom. We was driving and we stopped at a red light, and but that's back when like skinny jeans were first coming out. And she was like, "Oh, you see this?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's wrong?" Like, what I mean? And then she used the derogatory phrase, like, see them walking across the street. I'm like, that's how everybody dresses now. You know what I mean? Like, and she's 60, like 64 now. You know what I mean? So yeah, like it's that old guard is wild.
Traditional.
Over jeans.
Yeah, just jeans. They weren't doing anything but walk across the street.
And that's the thing is, I'm like, it always comes down to what is so offensive that I'm not even touching you, saying a word to you. I'm living my life happy and out and proud and not offending anyone else. But somehow that's a problem for you. You can't allow other people's happiness. That part is the part that just does not make sense to me.
Not in the Black community.
Yeah, not in the Black community.
No. I got a question.
Latino too. Latino community, they don't like that.
It's still better. I find when they go hard for you, we all going to the pride.
Yeah.
It's a totally different thing. I feel like in Latino communities, it might be a underline. We upset about some things with you, but we're going to love you through. In the Black community, it's going to be, we don't really like you, but we're going to tolerate your ass. And it's something I say to my family all the time. Tolerating is not the same as acceptance. I'm not going to be tolerated. You can all go if that's what you're looking to give. Yeah. I want to be accepted. I want to be asked how I'm doing. What's my love life like? Who am I dating? You don't say none of that to me that you say to a cousin. You're having, who that girl you brought last time? You ain't asked me who I've ever brought in the last 30 years. So it's not the same treatment.
Yeah.
Ask the same questions you asked over here to me.
Do you think it's like the core family? Like, let's say your mother and father don't ask you, but they're more accepting to like a cousin or, a niece, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Do y'all see that? Or is it just all the way around, like, we ain't fucking with it?
I mean, I can't say it's not the case because there are no other gay family members to speak on. I only have one other one who's out, and she's a female. So I don't really have another explanation for it other than it's what it appears to be for me. And that's the part that always makes it really annoying is it's like, I can only speak from one point of view because this is all I have. There's no other people to look at as an example. I have to be the black sheep through this all.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I mean, it's what you know. You don't know. It's just what you know.
Yeah, because I always ask this question to men because I love to hear this answer. Like, how would you feel if your woman left you for a woman? And they always feel like, their pride is hurt, their soul is hurt. Like, they rather her cheat with a man than with a woman. And then
why?
Huh?
Because people feel they couldn't have given what that was. My mother said the same thing to this question.
See?
People, for some reason, feel if it's someone of the different sex, it's, oh, well, it's whatever, I couldn't provide it. But when it's a woman with a woman or a man with a man, damn, I couldn't even give you something like that. You had to take something I could never give. I'll never be able to understand what I wasn't able to fulfill within you.
Or I think we touched on this briefly before. If she's a masculine presented woman, then it's like you left me for a man. And, what is she doing that I can't do because you went to a woman that dresses like me, acts like me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even gonna lie, I used to think that way. Like, I used to go in the mall and I used to see women. I'm like, what's the point? So I totally get that.
I mean, it to be honest, it plays out in our community as well. It's very, you can't be a stud or a dominant woman and be too feminine because then you're looking like, well, you should have been a femme. It's like, why? Why can't I touch into my feminine female traits without being judged in my own community because I decided to wear a man's sweatsuit today?
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely feel you on that.
It's just the lines. We just have to delete and erase all of these lines and boundaries and judgments within, and allow people to just do whatever they want and just have the freedom. It just goes back to, back with just how we've lost the female birth rights with birth control and stuff. People are just trying to control too much of what one another is doing. We need to just stop trying to control people's anything. Yeah. If it's not affecting your home personally, you don't deserve to have a voice. And I feel like we're always saying, oh, we deserve to vote and this and that. I'm like, we just need to let people do what's in their house and stop worrying about happening across the street and over next door. Because it's just not your concern. If it's not affecting you, you don't deserve to speak on it. I feel like that's where we messed up. If we said people deserve to have those voices, and look what we're doing with them. We're hurting each other on Twitters and Facebooks and Instagrams. Yeah. We need to stop having voices and just worry about what's happening at home.
And that's another old thought process too. You know what I mean? Like, what happens in house stays in house. So it's confusing. You know what I mean? Like, hey, speak your mind, but don't speak your mind. You know what I mean? Like, so it has to be something. You can't put nothing in place because nobody's gonna listen to it anyway. But it has to be an understanding between everybody. Like, yo, like, this is me. You know what I mean? Like, this is what it is. Like, when I start wearing these, I used to get look like super crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, yo, like, I just like now. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, like a whole bunch of stuff. I go in the 7-Elevens and be like, hey, I'm like, no, I'm just wearing it. I'm just wearing it. It's cool. Like, just be who you are. Like, there's nothing wrong with being who you are at the end of the day. And so, and stop judging people.
If it don't affect your pay, don't let it affect your pay.
Exactly. I like that. Yep, I like that.
Oh my gosh.
What?
People. It's all draining. It's draining.
Does download mean cheating?
Ooh. Not necessarily.
Now that's the question.
Yeah. I don't feel like there's plenty of, I'm not gonna speak on my personal life, but I know some folks. But I don't feel like that means you cheating, as long as I feel like you're not in a relationship. But you could be dating women openly, but fucking men privately.
If you're single, then how you download? If you're single, you just going outside.
But I feel like I feel like there's a mix between down low. Down low can still be you're presenting straight, but you don't want to be a how you doing gay. You're not out in the proud and sharing this and posting in, tutus and such. Like, people see feminine gay is the problem. Okay. Masculine gay people don't have an issue with. If we can't tell you're gay, that's okay. So that's where some people are still living the down low life to be able to be living on both sides of the fence.
Wow. And hiding it. Like, there are men who have whole families, wives, children.
Now that's another story.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the couple people.
That's what I was thinking.
That is a down low, like 90s mentality. People still doing it.
Yeah, people still doing it.
I'm talking the single people, but there are people who are living full-fledged double lives.
I know a few.
Damn.
Men and women.
Both of y'all?
I mean, I didn't say none of that. I didn't say none of that.
I bet you I know some, but don't know
myself. It's okay.
You know what I'm saying? I probably know a few and don't know. I'm pretty sure I didn't slept with somebody that's slept with a man before. I don't know who.
Sure.
I can like guarantee almost
Sure.
that I have slept with somebody.
Because I can think of some men I done slept with.
I thought you was about to say me. I was about to say who is it? But yeah, okay.
Charles, Shannon, Ricky.
Oh shit!
Always a Charles. Always a Charles.
Simon.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah.
Lord, I didn't say a real name, did I? Because that'd be hilarious.
No, but I really thought you was, and now I have a question. Anyway, so do you feel like dating is harder because of that?
I mean, I just find dating to be difficult at all. I find that all of gay men, we're all usually just not really relationship focused. I feel like until after 30. I feel like that doesn't change within straight to gay. We can have sex openly and freely, so it's just really impossible to settle. It's like, well, why settle now? We can just keep jumping. There's no pregnancies involved here. I can be with someone different every night.
Wow, I love the way you put that. There's no pregnancies involved here. Do what you want to say. Go.
It's just makes less sense to have that settled down mentality, I feel like, early. People are like, well, I do think I want it, but right now I'm in Miami.
Yeah.
I'm going to have some fun.
Yeah.
And then they're on Facebook talking about I'm lonely. And everybody.
Oh, yeah.
It's cold outside.
Oh,
yeah, that's across the board. That's across the board. Yeah.
That's in the bio.
Yep. That's that 2 p. That's that 2 a.m. post.
Yeah.
Like, who up?
Move.
I can't sleep.
No. Right. I think what would make it more difficult is the double life thing.
Well, obviously, but that's not happening across the board. That's a small percentage. And
I feel like that happens to me a lot. Yeah.
Oh, shit. The dating pool has fentanyl and piss in it.
Yo.
There's a certain guy in that group, in the groupings of who are in those types of guys, and they ain't going for everybody. They selective. So you don't really be coming in contact with all of them.
Okay.
Some of them is only into certain people. So you may not be that type and may not even meet that man. He might be in the room, but he may not be looking for you.
I'm picky with my gay as that video goes.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do y'all feel about straight people saying that gays are like they predators for the heteros? Like they don't go after gays.
Y'all go after us. We don't go after y'all.
I'm just saying. Well, I'm
not you per se, but
I can see that
from the female standpoint, they go after us.
Okay.
And they're this whole self-proclaimed straight cis woman, and then it's like, but you're cute though. You know, I might have to dabble in the lady pool. And no.
I seen that a couple of weeks ago.
We okay. We cool.
But you cute, so I'm gonna see what's up. All of a sudden,
we full over here. We full.
Okay.
We full. We don't need no more. The boat is full. It's enough of us to go around. We full.
I mean, realistically, it's happening on both sides. I feel there are plenty of gay people who have pursued straights and vice versa to the opposite side. I think people are attracted to who they're attracted to, and we act when we want to act. I think straight people, of course, might be more subtle with when they might choose to go about it. But we all know on the right drinking day or smoking day, those things can still occur. And I feel it may be the same thing on the opposite side, where a gay person might be choosing to get a straight person drunk to make sure that they can get what they're trying to get at the end of the night. But I think everyone is aware before we've come to these moments that this is where we was leading, because everybody's grooming to take people down those roads.
Oh, yeah. I've only dated one straight woman in my life, though.
Yeah.
Does that still make
She
her
came to
straight?
you?
Not anymore. She's married to a woman.
Oh.
Right after you? Oh.
Go ahead. See, it's Big Shady. I told y'all, it's Big Shady right there. We ain't worried about that.
I don't think she went back to men after dating me.
Wow. Shady turned around. Okay, Big Shady.
Friends who never dated women before they in what they in now. That's what I found. Like, I have friends from college who, like, up until they graduated, had never dated a woman, and then at senior year dated women and now engaged.
Hey.
So I'm like, some people just get to it later in life.
Yeah,
and we move fast.
Okay.
women move fast.
I mean,
and I hate it.
I think about that with what's her name? Who's married to Jessica? The one actress. She's on American not American Horror Story. She's on Jeffrey Dahmer. Niecy Nash. I still think that with Niecy, I feel like she was straight 3 minutes ago, and all of a sudden she was just gay.
She was straight 3 minutes ago, and I'm still having a hard time accepting. But
I don't think I've seen her as happy though. Like she seems very happy.
We ain't seen her with nobody.
I
seen a couple people in Hollywood. Nobody.
I seen her with her ex-husband. I seen.
But she wasn't smiling like this though.
Yeah, I feel like she's happy.
Yeah.
But that made me question: was she gay before this? Was she bi before this, or was she meet her and she was gay for her? And I feel like they're not giving a full tell-off for all those little details that matter because it's not our business. One. But I think it's interesting because I'm like, those things could also help other people, even just women couples, in the future to understand what they're going through if they're having similar types of, thoughts or feelings with it.
Yeah.
Because I just feel that really came so left field. And now that she has come out and is one of those people we know about, everything about her is very like gay friendly. She's got t-shirts, hats, they're selling things. Jessica and her are on like every other show. They were just on Sherry yesterday. The day before that, they was on this Hammer Hall show. Like they on the circuit. And I'm like, we didn't even know Jessica prior to you. And now I feel like she's kind of, I don't like to use riding off of your success, but that's what it's kind of looking like from this type of perspective. Because Raven Simone is also married to a woman. And since Raven's been married, she's doing the same thing. It's me and my wife. And I'm like, Raven, you've been single your whole career. Why are we trying to sell a package deal now? I feel like everybody who's getting married is now trying to bring up their spouses with them. They're trying to do a dual situation.
Like we didn't ask for this.
Yeah.
We didn't ask for this.
You think it might be just a business deal?
I don't think so. I just don't understand the reason and why. I'm like, Ellen, her wife is popular. We know her. I can't even think of her name right now. That's how Ellen we separate. We're not even in the same entities. So it's interesting to me how it's just kind of different within different couples. Because I just feel like if it were me, I wouldn't have my spouse sitting there. Nothing against them, but we would need to be like Jay-Z, Beyonce deep several years before I feel like we was gonna be on some couches together doing red carpets, because it just seems like, why set yourself up for that aftermath? They're newlyweds.
Yeah.
Jessica wouldn't even know a red carpet for the first 6 years.
Shit. 6.
I ain't mad at that.
I'm just saying, I meet her at my seat, but she wouldn't know what those carpets look like.
I'll at least say 2.
No, you can go. I'm gonna take some.
2 ain't shit. 2 ain't, that's like 4, but it ain't enough. 2 ain't enough. That's just your first little hurdle. She just gonna go through the first 2-3 arguments. We don't need to go through a couple more things. It's people who 20 years deep getting divorced in this industry.
Yeah.
It's not, I just don't see the reason for it. Why mess up your business?
Tia Mauer just filed for divorce.
No.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
But she loved Corey.
Oh, I like her
to Corey.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is
really?
everybody looking at
Yeah, it's all over Twitter right now.
You know they already, but she's got the successful marriage. Damn.
I think he cheated.
I'm pretty sure if she walking away.
I think he cheated for her some time. Not a one-time thing, but he been cheating for like some years.
He's been doing a lot more sex scenes and stuff on TV. So
he has.
Mm-hmm.
Between the Shae All-American and homecoming.
Well, everybody necking on the Shae at this point. And the Shae
Yeah,
is just porn at this point. So
Maybe I need to tune back in because
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm saying I got to tune back in.
That was during the height of power, and I was watching something else, and it just wasn't enough time for the Shae. It wasn't working out.
It wasn't. I got to watch now.
Look at that. look how it works. My man, Lil Murder, right?
I got to meet him. I worked with him last month.
You did?
I did. I
Why
got
you
to stand
didn't
in for
call
him.
me?
Down in the valley.
Look at my friend.
When the girls get naked, shake it.
What about Lil Murder, man?
He's been ridiculed since day one for that role.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by the community.
Oh wow. Community.
Who's not mine?
The brown folk. They've been killing him. Yeah. I know you ain't killing him, Shae. I know how you feel about him. It's okay.
He can come over, him and his wife.
Oh, damn.
One, you think it's because a lot of people said this, it's not fair for a straight actor to play a gay role. One, and two,
but the actor was not 100% gay or straight. That I feel like it works for this type of a situation.
Yeah,
I don't think that this is one of those moments where he's being a gay person. I feel like he's a person figuring out who he is, and I think that's ultimately what it's about.
And that's the second part. The second part is, how do you feel about Black Twitter instantly calling him gay because the way he was acting?
Why wasn't Omar gay?
I feel like this is how most Black straight people like to kind of categorize people. If you're able to do something at all, even if you said, I got $1 billion check in front of you, all you need to do is hold his hand. You gay, you did it. But it was for the $1 billion. I don't give a, it's you gay. And I'm like, but can it just be a job?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, because why wasn't Omar gay?
Right. Is that the guy who was the bottom?
From The Wire.
Yeah, the guy from The Wire, yeah.
That's a good one.
Because he was gangster. He had a shotgun.
So Lil Murder.
Lil Murder is gangster too. He a drug dealer.
He ain't Omar gangster though.
No, I mean, he ain't making people run when you see him cooking, but he plays a gangster or a drug dealer, you know, that happens to turn into a rapper.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some people did call Omar gay at first, like the first couple of seasons, and then it shifted.
I just feel like if I chose to play a heterosexual woman in a TV show or a movie, why would that be frowned upon? Why does that make that my real life because of what I did for work? Like
Queen Latifah do it.
Cause you a great actress.
She gay.
She a whole lot of gay.
But has she not played straight roles?
She's never played a lesbian woman, to be honest, besides Cleo, right? She had not since Cleo.
I was about to say but
not like openly, like besides Cleo.
The one movie she did, she was on both sides of the fence, but
right. So, and we know that woman is dating a woman or engaged and married or whatever.
A woman fine,
I don't know who her spouse is.
She's actually recently announced her name. She thanked her in her Lifetime Achievement Award.
I remember that, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, same like with Ellen, like, oh, your wife is popular, but I still don't even. Y'all so separate.
It does not do shit though. Not in. I mean, she's her actual right hand woman. They her style, the movie she picks, how she looks, her hairstyle. Her wife has been that rock for her.
I mean,
she's helped with those things. She doesn't have like a career, but
WNBA player Candace Parker just popped up married. What,
year?
Last year?
That hurt my heart.
WNBA player Candace Parker.
Oh yeah.
I had a whole on crush since she was in high school. Like me and her was around the same age. I was like, yo, that's my woman.
Same. And when she got with Sheldon, I was like, you could have got anybody.
Anybody.
And you had a baby with him. That's why she went gay.
Yeah.
That's why she went gay. Because that marriage didn't last very long.
It didn't.
And he ain't an NBA player no more. Just didn't work. all the way across the board for him. He just took a bunch of.
I think she just used him for the kid. That's just my opinion.
Oh.
I think she
Then
just
she got a
the
kid
out
with
of
her
him.
wife now, though.
Yeah.
My wife just had a baby for them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but she definitely came out of left field with my wife and the wedding band, and we're like, "Your wife?"
Yeah.
Excuse?
Who else did that? Cheryl Swoops did that too.
Yeah.
She just popped. She
She
just popped
was
up.
gay. I'm sorry.
You knew she.
I'm an OG WNBA fan.
Yeah.
Some of them just don't surprise me. None of that. None of that. No. Cheryl Swoops is my idol. I knew that it was something about her.
That's my baby mother right there. See, I ain't picking nobody else. Every time I pick somebody, they go to the other side. So
Except for Skylar Diggins, everybody loved her, and they just knew she was gonna be gay.
Bruh.
They just knew she was gonna be gay.
I love me some Skylar.
So.
Sorry. Basketball player.
Yeah, it's basketball talk. But yeah.
Not going down the list.
Can't relate. Can't say another name.
This is who I wanted. This is my second choice. This was the other one I'd take.
Yes.
I'm about
her. I'm telling you.
That's why a lot of people don't pay attention to WNBA player, but it's really like gorgeous hoopers that bust your ass in the court.
It is.
Go put some 6-inch heels on after the game, and you be like, "Damn, that's what she look like off the court."
Yeah, I know it's some baddies. I don't know. I'm gonna be watching basketball.
You ain't gotta watch basketball now.
You ain't
They
gotta
put
watch
them
it.
on all the fashion blogs every game.
For real.
They getting seen a lot more than they've ever.
There you go, twin. That's Skylar Diggins.
I need to pay more attention.
I just sent to you. I just sent to your phone.
You just sent me who?
Pop up.
Skylar Diggins.
Don't pop up married like Brittany Griner though.
Bruh, that
she popped up married twice.
2 times?
Yeah.
She's still in jail.
Yep, she ain't coming home.
Oh.
Her appeal is this month though. They agreed to her appeal. She's going.
Oh, okay.
That's what
She has an appeal the I think it's the 27th.
That's brilliant. I get it. Yeah.
You get it?
You get it now?
Yeah. I'm sweet on the ladies. Ladies sweet on me. I get it. I get it. I might pop up there. I get it. You want to go to a basketball game?
Bruh. If you ever go to a WNBA game, you coming home married. I promise you.
Right, I am. Yeah.
We just gonna walk around. We ain't gonna sit down. We just gonna make sure you see. Just circle the court.
Just walk around.
Y'all in LA?
Anybody?
Yeah.
They in LA.
We only 3
It's a game tomorrow.
They play at the Staples Center too. Yeah, you definitely go.
Tomorrow. They play tomorrow.
The crypto center.
No, it's off season for them. They're at the Olympics and stuff now.
Yeah. Look. Yeah.
You gotta catch them in like February.
Yeah.
All right.
That's coming up.
Yeah.
Look, she good.
Yeah. Yeah. Birthday in February. I can swing that way. I think I might get some free tickets off of that tickets. Okay. Playing. I'm getting
I'm about to say, hold up. I might have to come visit, twin. I might have to come visit.
Operation Find Me a Wife. Okay. Preferably that plays basketball.
First of all, I done told you this before, right? If you pop up, married, pregnant, whatever, this is going to be a problem, and I'm not ready for the problem that's going to be partaking. Okay, I don't need the DMs. I don't need none of that. Like, wow, what's up with your sister? I don't want to hear none of that. Okay, so keep all that over there.
The problem is like
show the tattoo hand, and that's it. Don't show nothing else. All right.
It's so fun. People really think they be knowing me.
Yeah.
They'd be surprising y'all. Yeah, when I get my wife and I pop up pregnant all in the same day. My caption gonna be
6 months.
You had your chance. What? At least 6, 7. The baby about to come out.
Oh
yeah, I already did that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was gonna be me when I said I was gonna do a pregnancy announcement. Like my baby's gonna be due tomorrow.
Bruh.
Yeah. Baby gonna be
You gonna have
pregnant this whole time?
Into labor. You pregnant?
No, the baby already came. I ain't pregnant no more.
He's actually 2.
Yeah, he over there sleep.
Bro, you pop up with a first day of school pic, I'm done. I'll tell you that right now.
And look what Drake say. I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. I was hiding the world from my kid.
Yeah.
Talking about my sunshine with the sun emoji. Bro, I'm walking off.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no, that's gonna happen.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That's the goal. I'm okay. Yeah, we got
because you don't really post like that, sis. So you can pull it off. Like you really don't post like that.
I don't post everything I'm doing. No.
Yeah, like you post like, hey, I'm up, and then that'll be it. And we won't see nothing for like 3 weeks.
I post old shit like it's new.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I could do it. It'd be all here. Hey, what's up, y'all?
How my sister? So everybody at home, if you do see the baby picture, don't DM me. DM her, please. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
My DMs are not open. I'm sorry, but if you want to talk about it,
don't DM me for nothing.
Tequila.and .champagne.pod. If you got any issues.
No.
Attention, Shae. That's all you.
You better hit up my other account, take a number, get in line, and pay for a session if you really want to talk about it. But yeah, no. Do you see yourself having kids?
I used to. I don't know about anymore. I don't want to be an old parent.
What does that even mean?
Like someone in their 60s at high school graduations. I'm not gonna be that parent.
Yeah, I ain't want to be the old dad. That was my whole thing.
I don't want to be on my deathbed and the first grandkid's like in the belly.
Well, maybe your child will be fast as hell and they'll have that kid at 15. Right. Yeah.
It ain't seeming like it might be in the cards. I might still do adoption if that might feel like it might be right, but I always did want blood children. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I feel like at this point, I don't know. I'm not going to be a single parent. So if it's not a 2-parent household, I will not be doing it at all. I'll just do animals.
Yeah.
I just don't want
have mine.
Better.
You should have mine.
Oh, no. I got 2 cats.
She's basically an adult. So, self-sufficient. She's a little bougie. But, she a little bougie, but that's about it. Very spoiled.
The positive points. Let's go to the negatives because I ain't got it.
Nah, we outside of like the little attitude every now and then, the normal teenage woes. She's a really good kid compared to a lot of kids in her age bracket.
That's what I'm saying.
Why you don't want her?
Look, kids are expensive.
Very
the only
much
good
so.
thing is I'm not doing it by myself, but shit, kids are fucking expensive. The economy went up and so did they.
Yeah,
I feel that. Damn.
You need a third job just for the kid, for what they need.
Right.
Exactly.
Yep.
You ain't say it like that.
Extracurriculars, all that.
Yeah, don't let them be into sports and shit. Now you ain't got no free time. Ain't no free time for you. Got practice games, all that. She's not. She's into like anime and video games, so she stay home. I like that because listen, I know I drove my mom crazy because I was on like 3-4 basketball teams. Mm-hmm. I'm like, God damn, I can't make this game. I was just at the game yesterday. Yep. Like, what you mean you're not coming to my game?
Yeah, that's how Trez was. He played football. He ran track and he was in the band. So I was never home. I was always out somewhere.
Yeah, he was always gone.
Mm-hmm.
Man, go wherever the game goes half the time.
Exactly.
Don't let it be the travel team because you outside. Inside, but outside.
Always outside. Yeah, like I remember one time he played in the game, halftime, took his shoulder pads off, and started playing the drums with his
oh snap.
Now that's dedication.
Yeah. I told him don't ever do that again. No,
I ain't got it in me. You gotta pick a struggle around here.
Yeah. So
damn.
Kids is something else.
Now I guess I'll think about it some more.
My kids are a blessing though. Yeah. My kids saved me from a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I can definitely say that. A lot of decisions I probably would have just made on a humble and somebody pissed me off.
Yep.
It definitely saved me from a lot of trouble.
Damn. Yep. Still made me want to think about it.
Hey, think about it. Trust me, think about it. Because life is already expensive for us as adults.
No, for real. It's hard being an adult.
Yeah, so just adding an extra mouth ain't in the cards if you don't got it already.
No.
I think I'm gonna get a bunny rabbit.
Not a bunny. They shit
Yeah.
too much.
They do what?
They shit too much.
Yeah, they do.
A goldfish, they die too fast.
Well,
Then get like just get an aquarium. Don't get a goldfish. Get like other fish.
I mean, they eat each other.
Yeah, you gotta get the right ones. Get the semi-aggressive with the semi-aggressive. Don't get no passive with the aggressive because you gonna come home with bones floating in your water.
I had fish before.
I like jellyfish.
Oh no, it's different now. It's a whole different game now, sis. Like
the fishes ain't the same.
Like
fish.
the fish ain't the
They
same.
not.
Tell me, I'm like,
No, because
we did it
before.
years. This is the same African cichlids we was getting. Still $13 for the little medium one and $37 for that big one. He said we'll eat everybody in a week and a half. We're gonna be
they got $200 fish now. That's what I'm saying. It's different now.
Like a needle nose.
They got $400 fish.
You know what
Like,
I'm saying?
yeah. Over there, please.
It's
Can I get
$400 fish out
$400?
here. Like it's different fish out here now. Like people actually going to like the tropics to grab these fish and bring them back over here. So
Are they living? Because that's usually the ones that die when they get to the tank.
They living. You just gonna pay for them.
yeah, definitely. And they don't eat regular fish food. No, it's a whole other shit going on.
It sounds like the same fish. Okay. I could use I could do a fish tank in here, but I don't want that.
You wild. I got one last thing. I don't know if y'all heard. Creepy Joe Budden has been creeping again. He came out on his show and said he has mastered the art of faking putting the condom on before having sex. It's a whole uproar right now. He was on Clubhouse trying to explain himself.
How do you explain away that shit?
Content, he put content in front of everything. So, but yeah, how y'all feel about that type of situation?
It's rapey.
Yeah.
But disrespectful.
Half the world saying everybody does it, so we should be all right with it.
Well, see, now this is the other thing. Who is everybody? I don't think that what he did that other men like have not done or don't do or whatever, but this was really one of them times where you should have kept that to yourself. Yeah, you should have kept
what happened in house, stay in the house.
And like your two homies, like you should have just everybody did not need to hear that. But now that everybody has, that's brought forth some sort of awareness for a bitch to look before a nigga stick it in. Doing before? I always look. I be looking, but
speaking as the gay community leader here today, I have to say we have a word for this in the community, and it's called stealthing. Mm-hmm. I've something to do. I don't need to give all that details away, but it's a category on some tubes, and apparently it's you start with it on and then you take it off. But I've never seen any of these things. I just heard from a friend. But this is the whole thing. Like people are into this. It's a fetish.
That's different though. That's different.
How's it any
I'm not saying that it's any better, but I'm saying like faking as if you put a condom on.
No, they're doing both.
And
they're doing both.
They're doing both where sometimes I have to use terms here. The top is putting on the condom. The bottom thinks it's on. He touches the dick, and then they start. And then it's like, oh, zoop, and then puts back in. Or I'm just going to come inside, and then at the end takes off. And then there's other times where the bottom might take it off because he's like, I want the raw dick. Mm-hmm. So it's like there's both sides to this, but I have definitely seen and know people who always do a touch, like you were saying, to ensure, is it still on? Has it popped? Is there still air in the top piece?
Is it inside me? Like,
that as well. Because I mean, I done had plenty of guys who try to grab, the Magnum situation, and they have those types of moments happen where it's like, oh, is this too big where it can slide a bit more?
No, it's the Magnum situation, not the Magnum situation.
Yeah, I mean, we all know people who've been those guys. So it just
you fighting your weight class, fellas. Fighting your weight class, like.
It just depends on the person.
Some need lifestyle. Some need man. That was good. Got it.
Not lifestyle.
Lifestyles.
They still sell them.
Yeah.
I don't know
They
what
give away the free
they
clinic.
wear, but yes.
Yeah, they give away the free clinic. You don't buy no lifestyle no more.
Ooh, that's the only place I've ever seen them.
Yeah, they be in that bowl right in the front. Just go ahead and grab as many as you want.
Oh, that's the ball.
Yeah. When I was a teen, they used to have like little lollipop sticks at the end of it. So
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
They would be flavored too. Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
Nasty ass.
Get your condoms. Mhm.
I don't know that one. I'm on prep.
That was
Yeah, I feel like he should just. Some things don't have to be said, even for in the sake of content. And
yeah.
he has diarrhea in the mouth most of the time. So
Yeah, that was definitely too much. And I'm like, now I feel like half these women he's sleeping with, I'm like, who's about to pinch the condom to get a little pregnant?
Hey.
Like, I feel like everybody's gonna be doing some different things here. Like, our motives are all.
I don't think we talk about that enough. It's, women really be doing that.
doing what?
Really be
making sure they can get a hole in the condom by having a sharp nail, or maybe a needle in the bed or something else.
Who got needles in the bed? You mean like a safety pin or something?
Thumbtacks.
Or something. You said needle in the bed. I just got a needle right here in the bed just in case.
Just in case the niggas start wild now.
Needles in the bed.
Oh man.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Shit.
Trapping.
Exactly. That's what it is. DL trapping.
They say, yeah, you can't really trap on your side, huh, Shady?
I can't trap who? Oh, you said Shady.
So yeah, ain't no wild horror stories like that.
I mean, you do have women that'll pop up and be like, "You got me pregnant." And, I've heard stories about that. I've never experienced it myself, but I couldn't do it. Be like, how?
Right.
Were we in the same room?
What? Say again.
I was having threesomes. I'm confused.
I've seen like stories and people have said like this is when you go with the lesbians dating straight women thing. They pop up pregnant like, but we agreed. No, we did not, bitch. You was shitting.
Right.
Bitch, you was shitting. We didn't agree to that shit.
So they just got their own donor. They ain't even talk to you about it.
They wasn't no donor. She was taking dick and came home and thought she was going to be the stepdaddy. And look, women be tripping out here.
Damn. Oh my God.
Because I be goddamn.
I can't imagine. Bitch, what?
I'll be goddamn. I'm not doing that shit.
So when you date a straight woman, right? Have there ever been a time where, like, the old boyfriend, or the last ex confront you, like, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a story you want to tell?
I just tell them I protect I use my Second Amendment.
Okay.
Very often. Don't play with me. It's not safe. But it's actually like recently, like, is a female that I can't even say she's openly bi, but she's bi. Mm-hmm. But like she's still like scared to tell her family that she's bi, even though like her brother is very gay. She doesn't feel like the acceptance for her is going to be the same because she's a young child.
Oh wow!
To each his own. I don't know what works in your family, but she has this stalker ex. I'm like, we're gonna go to happy hour, but the motherfucker has the key to your car and he pops up at your job while you in there chefing, and then pop up at the happy hour. And I literally had a girl tell me that her now ex fought over me, over the idea of me.
Yeah, I heard the stories about me.
She was like, yeah, like we got in an argument because you commented on a Facebook post and they got to like fist fighting. I'm like, well, what did I say?
Yeah.
Like, what triggered? Right, like, did I just like it? It's Instagram, it's Facebook. Like, nice outfit. And y'all get to fight in a happy hour? What the fuck? I said, I didn't know I got so many condos in this person here to be doing that. It's social media. It's not that deep. Because 9 times out of 10, I don't care and I don't even be interested. I just, it's a nice picture.
Right, exactly.
It don't be that deep. It's fucking social media.
Yeah, it's never that deep. Yeah.
I don't slide in DMs either, so you can't ever say you caught me in your DM because I don't slide in DM. You won't embarrass me. You won't screenshot it. I got enough female friends. I know how them text groups go. I'm in them.
Yeah.
I'm in them. So won't get me.
Damn.
Yeah, it's rough out here. But there's definitely a lot of insecure men and women out here that don't like the idea of their exes moving on, regardless of what gender. A lot of possessiveness. Can't relate, but once I cut you off, I'm done. I ain't about to stalk you, stalk your homegirls, have your friends looking at their page, and that requires too much energy. If you done, and you know, I get relationships, we go through that breakup stages that, you know, I've done, but tomorrow I might not be done. But if you're done and you cutting this person off, it ain't no point in keep calling and DMing and having people watch them if you're really done. That's mental health issue. You need to go see the lady for that.
Exactly.
You gotta go talk to the lady. Or the man. There are also male therapists out here.
Absolutely.
Come on, let me.
Yeah, go talk to the lady, please, because I ain't the lady to talk to. Because I'm gonna shoot first. Next question later.
I'm not sure if we spoke about this last time, but this is the last question I have. Jamarious, how do you feel about people who say they don't mind gay men? It's just when they have like the feminine affliction in their voice and the movements and the mannerisms, that's what bothers them. Like instead of being a teddy bear, like it's always a yas, do that shit, bitch. Like it had to be. Why it has to be that?
I mean, I feel like it's almost one of those moments of code switching of being a black person in a white setting, but being a gay to straight switcher. When you're with straight people, you know how to kind of flip who you are for those settings. And I can't say that it's not something that I've acquired over my lifetime. Because when I'm with all women, I have a different type of dialect of speaking that I feel like I have versus when I'm with a group of just straight friends or if I'm in a group of just gay friends. I think it just kind of comes with the situation. And I think it helps to know how to kind of read the room and know how to handle yourself. I don't think that that's great for all things. Obviously, if someone is being themselves and that's just who they're having to be in those moments, I don't think that's a problem. But I do think you should know how to be respectful to certain people and their boundaries, not to the point where you have to shield who you are and hide all these different things about yourself, but you should be able to turn the fire down a bit to be able to just be able to be in the room, to get your point across, to be able to do whatever it is. If you're wanting to work with the people or, you know, befriend whatever you're needing to do, you need to be able to know how to handle. And sometimes it may not be the time or place for those types of swishes or isms. And you should be able to know how to do what you need to do to just kind of manage that. But I do think that there's an insecurity within the person who you're speaking to if that's a problem that they're having. But I don't think that you need to allow that to be something you allow to control you to not be able to get through whatever it is you're trying to do.
Okay.
Because cussing them out isn't going to help either of you. And we both know that that's just going to lead to a bigger issue. So I'm kind of always someone to kill them with kindness. And if I don't like you, I'm going to make sure you don't think it from my point of view.
Shady? Because it's opposite for you.
Yeah.
Why y'all wear our clothes? Why y'all buy our boxes?
It ain't my fault you can't dress. It's usually my fault. And secondly, like in my case, like my voice, I don't be around the bros and be like, yo, let me like I have like a natural, like a little baritone mixed with the feminine. That's naturally my voice. It's not me, you know, code switching. So it's like, but I know how to code switch at work and, you know, turn on my professionalism. But I agree with him. It's definitely an insecurity. Like, I'm not trying to be you. If anything, I'm trying to be better than you because a lot of you are pieces of shit, regardless of gender. Regardless of gender. You know, that's very gender neutral.
It's trash out here.
It's trash. Like, a lot of people is trash. So I'm just being myself. I'm comfortable. Worry about yourself.
I like it. Shae, you got anything else? You will like an hour from now.
Not really. You did say, like, you know, when you're with like a group of women, you may speak differently. Do you ever feel like being around just a group of women and talking has a cause for you to be more flamboyant? Maybe like they're more, you know what I mean? Like maybe it comes more out of them or the
I do think
expectation
so.
that they have for you. Yes, Jamarious.
I do think
like,
sometimes
you know what I mean?
people,
Like,
I especially as an actor, I fall into, like, say I'm speaking to a British person, I will catch myself speaking in a British accent because I'm almost taking on your mannerisms.
mm-hmm.
So if we're talking about girls and football, I might fall into this conversation with you, and it might feel more natural to fall into that. I don't feel like it's necessarily, I want to say not code switching, or I don't feel like it's like I don't want it to feel like it's fake. I don't feel that that's what it is, but I feel like it's I'm going in the conversation and I'm trying to just kind of be with whatever the conversation may be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's been helpful for me in life just because I'm looking to just do whatever it is I'm trying to do, and it kind of helps to push the envelope forward.
Okay, to be adaptable, go with the flow.
Exactly. The chameleon of all situations and people. I'm just always looking to read the room and try to be that person, because as a comedian and as a person who's always looking for entertainment, I like to read the room and know what I'm dealing with the people.
Understood. That makes a lot of sense. That was a really good answer for that question. That made a lot of sense. Okay. But yeah, like yeah. You got anything else for us, Shady?
No.
No? Okay. Well, shit. I guess we done that. All right. Well, let's wrap this up. Shout out to S&G, gang, Sarcarrogance. If you don't like our podcast, I don't know why, but it's plenty of other ones that you can listen to for show. Shout out to the Real Honest Podcast with Shady. Thank you so much for being here. Definitely appreciate your perspective. Jamarious, thank you for being here as well. And yeah, do you guys want to let them know where they can find you?
Sure. You can check me out on all social medias with @Jamarious. That's JAMARIOUS.
You can find me on pretty much all social media platforms as well as Royalty1088. And our podcast is at the Rudely Honest Podcast. Yes, it's spelled Rudely Honest. On all social media platforms. Check us out. Thank you guys for having me again.
Hey, thanks for coming back.
Thank you. Thanks for having
We gotta set something up for you guys to come.
Yeah.
On ours.
I'm trying to get Shae on the East Coast. Like she don't like to come.
We're gonna have to send her the link then. We're gonna have to get her on there. Like, send her the link.
Yeah, I'll pull up. Yeah. I mean, if I was over there, you know what I'm saying, I'll pull up with a little something. But yeah, I'll pull up for a link. Yeah.
We're gonna make that happen.
Yeah. We need to soon. I might drag Jamarious with me.
What state?
Maryland.
Oh, I was just over there. I went to DC for the first time a few months ago, and so I was over in that general.
I've seen how to get around.
I mean, not too much.
DC is a hard place to get around.
Yeah, it is.
You make one wrong turn.
They start selling liquor at 9 p.m. The liquor store stopped selling it. We tried to go get some at 11 o'clock, and they was like, "Ain't nothing open."
Nah, you gotta either go into Maryland or go into Virginia.
Yep.
I was shook.
To the next.
Texas is like that too, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
We walked to 3 different stores thinking we just gonna go to a corner store, a liquor store, a Walgreens.
You are spoiled here. Okay. The liquor store closes at 2 a.m. here. You are spoiled.
Shit, the dispensary too.
Yeah, that's true. But all right, y'all. You definitely know where to check us out at Tequila and Champagne Pod. And we shall see you next time.
Hey.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
This is Sarcarrogance.